A person believed to be armed barricaded inside this burning house in Folsom tonight. Livecopter 3 capturing these exclusive images. Flames tore through that home, and the threat of an armed person inside forced fire crews to fight the fire from a safe distance. Firefighters using 2 ladder trucks to attack the flames from several homes away. And tonight, we're working to learn what happened to that person inside the home. Thanks for joining us at 10. I'm Curtis May.
And I'm Edie Lambert. So far, police have not been able to tell us if anyone was found inside that home. This is happening along River Ridge Way. It's a neighborhood off of American River Canyon Drive and south of Oak Avenue. KCRA 3's Andres Valle has been in that neighborhood all night for us. Andres, what have you been able to learn?
Well, we learned a lot more information from the last time we saw you during our 7:58 cut-in, but just take a look at the home right behind me. This is the home that was engulfed in flames when we first brought to you this live around 6:30 this evening. As you can see, the entire roof has kind of caved in. It's still smoldering as well, but fire crews are still remaining on the scene. They've been hosing it down or so, but they have not gone inside just yet, and that's because it's still structurally unsafe. So let's show you some video from earlier of when we first arrived on scene. Now, according to Folsom police, they got a call about a suspicious person barricaded inside a home here on River Ridge Way. Officers arrived at around 4:30 and tried to talk with that person. Then about an hour later, a fire erupted from the home, and Sacramento Metro fire crews as well as Folsom Fire were among the fire crews that responded to the neighborhood. Because of the situation, fire crews were not allowed to approach the home right away, and Folsom Fire gave us an update on the situation here just minutes ago.
So at this point, there has been no entry by any personnel, both law enforcement and fire, inside the home, and that is strictly because the structure is unsafe. And so at this point, what we need to do is now secure the structure, make sure, as you can see, put any hot spots out, and ultimately wait until daytime tomorrow, where both fire and police can conduct an extensive investigation to determine where the location of the fire was, if there was any sort of accelerants used, confirm that this may or probably was an arson, and then ultimately find any deceased individuals inside.
So back out here live, you can still see, again, it's the house is pretty lit up by those fire crews. They did let us know that the reason they went into the home is because they felt like they waited long enough that there would be no signs of life. But again, Folsom police have not confirmed if they found that barricaded person inside that home. Again, no law enforcement, no fire crews have been allowed to go inside because it's still a structural issue. But again, we are still waiting for those updates from those officials. We're live here in Folsom. Andres Valle, KCRA 3 News.
Andres, thank you for the update. And we have more on this. Livecopter 3 was overhead tonight as crews were battling those flames.
And from above, we get a better idea of the threats the crews faced. Livecopter 3 arriving over the scene just after 6:45. At this point, you could see large flames already shooting from the roof as smoke pours out of the structure. About 10 minutes later, those flames are still going strong, crews dumping water onto the building. At around 7:15, firefighters begin to cut into the metal garage door, hoping to ventilate the home, all while the flames are shooting out of the home as they work. After that door is taken down, crews back away again. Just before 7:30 now, and you could see the damage to the home. Much of the roof has burned away. Now 7:45. It's dark enough you could see the LED lights on the ladder trucks, and you could see the flames are dying down. But the embers are still burning inside the home. And just before 8, about an hour and 15 minutes after Livecopter 3 arrived, it appears much of the fire is now out.
We also wanted to show you this. Things took an unexpected turn just after 7:30. Look at the lower left part of your screen. From Livecopter 3, we could see a man wearing a reflective jacket walking toward the home. We've highlighted him. At this point, about 2 houses down, but the man did eventually make his way up to the burning house. Once he was there, he took off that jacket, wrapped it around his hand, and started pounding on a window. He managed to get in a couple of hits before we saw officers move in to detain him. At one point, you could even see a laser coming from one of those officers. They then escorted him away from the home in handcuffs. Our crew on the ground captured that video of the man being placed in the back of a police car. Police tell us the man is not connected to the initial incident. We are still working to find out why he went up to the home and whether he will face any charges. Stay with KCRA3 as we continue to monitor this developing story. We'll have updates on the KCRA3 app and on KCRA.com.